1 second. Okay, amazing. There we go. Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to see you. And this totally reminded me of when I got started on my journey like 7 years ago. And I used to hold a lot of webinars, and I used to really share with people about the amazingness of hypnosis. Because when I first discovered hypnosis, I realized that it truly transformed my life. And it transformed, like, everybody who came into my reality, who I help with hypnosis and the techniques that I use within hypnosis, their life got transformed as well. So it kind of is like a throwback for me today to like 7 years ago when I was really sharing, doing a lot of webinars. So super excited about that. I have actually written down some notes so that I can keep myself on track, because there are certain things that I want us to go through. So we are, we start with this. If you can see me and hear me good, please, in the comment section, you can write just "Hi, Linda," because then I know that you can see me and that you can hear me properly. That would be awesome. And while you are doing that, I'm going to see if I can hitting that. Yeah, perfect. So now I know it is working. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So maybe I should actually keep the chat open. Cool, fantastic. Amazing. It looks like everybody can hear me. Fantastic, and see me. Awesome. Cool. And the topic for today is how to use hypnosis to double your income. So that's what we are going to dive into. Who is excited for that? Say yes in the comments. I see smiles, so I guess that means a lot of yeses. Amazing, fantastic. So for those of you who have not met me before, my name is Linda, and I am the founder of the group that you're all in, which is called Escape the Rat Race with a Purposeful Laptop Lifestyle. And I have really done that transformation in my own life. I used to be really, really stuck. And I'm feeling emotional as I'm sharing that, because I know what it feels like to work really, really, really hard and really try so hard for something, try to make money, try to break free. I knew from the first beginning when I started to work, because I educated myself to have my dream job as a journalist. But as soon as I started to work with that, I knew that this is not my life. Even though it was my dream job, it was definitely not my dream life. And I did speak actually with somebody yesterday, a new lady who was applying to get onto my Unleash Your Inner Freedom program. And she described the feeling so well. She said, it is this feeling of having pressure from somebody else above you all the time. The feeling that you kind of have to perform, you have to show up and you have to perform, and you kind of have to be good enough for somebody else all the time. And that's how I used to feel all the time. Every day I woke up with a form of anxiety, and I felt this massive pressure. And I didn't know what to do. Like, I just did what you're supposed to do. I went there. But there were times, there were mornings when my whole system were really telling me that, Linda, this is not the right life for you. It was telling me so strongly, so it made me feel dizzy. It made me feel sick, so that I basically could not go into work. So that's where I started on my journey. And then when I, thanks to infertility, which was the second struggle in my life, thanks to the infertility, that was also like a super painful pain point in my life, it led me to find the fact that we actually have a subconscious mind, and that the subconscious mind actually is creating our whole reality. And when I started to understand that we have a subconscious mind, and that the subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of our reality, I started to take my own power back. It was really fast. It took me about 9 months from when I first realized why I was feeling so stuck in my life. And why, because I knew since I started daycare. So it wasn't even when I started my first job. Like when I was 3 years old and I started daycare, I knew that I was not meant to be stuck. I felt stuck when they dropped me off at daycare. I hated to be at daycare. And I know that there are so many women in this live call and in the group who work as daycare teachers. And that's amazing because we really need empathic people there. But I also know that for me, when I went to daycare, I never felt that I fitted in. And I didn't want to be there. I just wanted to have freedom. I wanted to have the freedom. And when I finally understood that my subconscious mind had been trapping me in a life when I grew older, when I did what the system told me what to do, you go to school, you get a good education, and then you get a job. That's what you're supposed to do. Have anybody heard that? Yeah, you can relate, right? And many of us are the good girls. Like we just do what everybody else tells us to do. That's the only thing that we know, right? But when I totally understood my own power, when I started to be able to actually understand, like, okay, how can I use hypnosis to reprogram my own subconscious mind? Things really started to shift in my life. So it took only 9 months until I was totally out of my old life and I started my laptop lifestyle. And I started my laptop lifestyle and actually helping other people. I helped other people with the hypnosis techniques that I now knew. And then I moved to Bali and I started to really live my absolute dream life. And I realized, because when I wanted to talk about this, and it was my intuition that said to me the other day, like, ask if they want to know, like, how can you double your income with hypnosis? So I just texted that in the group, and there were so many women saying, yes, I want to know. Yes, I want to know. So I was like, okay, amazing. There is obviously an interest for this. And then when I counted, I was like, I think I more than doubled my own income from hypnosis when I realized like how to really change my own beliefs. So I did a calculation this morning of how many times I actually, I don't know what it's called, so I didn't double it. I actually 68 times doubled my income. So the income that I had as a journalist, I 68 times doubled that. So, and it makes me emotional to say that, because I know that this is possible. I know that this is truly, truly possible. And it is so beautiful, because when I speak to people, hey, Rika, when I speak to people who have been watching my videos, they see my passion. They see how involved I am in this, because this is part of my soul's purpose, to help women who are going through that exact same struggle that I used to go through, to break free from that traditional life that you're supposed to have, so that we can take our power back and really start to live a life that feels fulfilled for ourselves. And that is more than just doubling our income, because what I will share with you today, that works in doubling our income, even if we are an employee. But what I also want to say is that money in itself will not make us feel fulfilled. There are so many people making a lot of money, but they still feel empty. Have you ever heard somebody like that? People tell you like, oh, money doesn't make you happy. Have you ever heard that? If you have heard that, maybe you can write it in the comments. Money doesn't make you happy, because then I know that you have heard that. And there is some truth to that statement. Money in itself doesn't make you happy, but it certainly helps in your life. If you want to travel, if you want to live a life in Bali, if you want to live and do, like, if you want to be in the woods and you want to be able to afford a beautiful, amazing place that feels good to your heart, it's going to help if you have money. But the awesome thing is, if you have money coming from something that you like, that your soul has come here to planet Earth to do, that's a different level. That's a level. That's for sure a level, like when you can, this is so true, Anna, 100%, 100%. So I just want to, like, if you have heard that expression, because there are so many people saying that expressions, and we will dive into those different beliefs that are really stuck in our subconscious mind, because everything that we have heard about money, it is stuck. And we want to understand what is actually going on. So there are 3 different ways. Like when we want to double our income, there are 3 different steps we need to take. We need to identify, why am I in the income bracket that I am on right now? Why is it? Because the income bracket that you are on right now, it is based on your beliefs. 100% Kissy. It is based on your beliefs, the income bracket that you're in. So first of all, we need to understand what is going on. Why do I have a limit? Can anybody relate to this, that you have kind of the same income for a long time? Like, have you had the same kind of income? Maybe it has gone up a little bit, but have you had the same kind of income for quite a long time? If so, you can just write, yeah, okay. You just write yes, perfect, amazing. And the reason why we have that kind of income is because that is what our subconscious mind feel comfortable with. So when I used to work as a journalist, I had an income. I had a specific amount of income. And when I first had that income, I really remember this. So my income was 25,000 SEK. And I had been, I've done like internships for magazines before I even finished my education as a journalist. So I was on different internships. And I remember I always asked the people that, like my colleagues, I was like, how much do you make? How much do you make? Because I was so excited to be able to come into a workspace and make money, because that was the only way I knew how to make money. And I remember one of them, I really looked up to her, and she was quite new. She said, I'll make 25,000 a month. And I was like, oh shit, that is so cool. Like, I'm also going to make 25,000. And before I started to work as a journalist, I lived a life in London for 1 year. I was supposed to go there and work as an au pair. And then I realized that that wasn't for me at all. So I moved out from the family that I was supposed to live with. And instead, I started to kind of freelance as a nanny. So I got my own house. That because I didn't have so much money, I had to kind of take something less than I wanted. So I took a house that was like further out from London City, because I could kind of afford it. I couldn't really afford it. So some of you have heard the story before, that I had to bring in like flatmates, and that created a big drama. But that was also based on that I didn't have enough money. And that year also programmed me so much that money is a struggle. I'm not supposed to have much money. Men are supposed to have more money than me. Men are supposed to take care of women. That's really the beliefs that were formed in my head during that time in London. So when I went back to Sweden, and when I started to work as a journalist, there were 2 things happening. First of all, my subconscious mind were not used to me making 25,000 a month. That was unfamiliar. For me at that time, that was a lot of money. But for me at that time, my subconscious mind was not used to it. So there were 2 things going on. I felt like I'm not supposed to be in a normal job. And this feels super good about this money. But then like the subconscious mind is 95% of your whole manifestation. Like, as I said in the beginning, your whole money reality is based on what's going on in your subconscious mind. So for me, that wasn't familiar to my subconscious mind. And I also had this big, massive, fat belief in my subconscious that I was not aware of, that men have to make the money. Me as a woman or a girl, I wasn't supposed to make money. So I destroyed that. I quit that job. And I met a man who made quite good money. He was a professional ice hockey player. So I moved to Luleå with him. And I didn't have any income. But that was more normal to my subconscious mind. I felt trapped. Like one part of me, my conscious part, felt really trapped, not having my own money. But for my subconscious, that was normal. Because that was what I had been seeing in my London life. So we need to understand what is going on. What is my, when I say my, I mean for each one of us, like what is my money reality? What is it based on? We need to identify what is actually going on. Why am I trapped in the money bracket that I am trapped in? Because a lot of you said, yes, you have the same kind of income that you have had for years. So that's the first step that we need to identify. And I'm going to go back and look to my notes so that I see, because I get so passionate about this, so I can kind of rumble all over the place. I was going to say, like, this training is supposed to be about 50 minutes. So we will have to finish like 10 to 4. And if you need to go before that, feel free to leave. And then you can just text me afterwards and say that you would like to watch a replay, and I will fix that for you. Because what you will learn in this training, like, and what you have already started to understand about the subconscious mind, this can literally transform your life. This is really, really, really big stuff. And if you have questions coming up throughout this training, feel free to drop them in the comments below and I will get back to them. Yes, and then I did introduction of myself. So, okay, what is hypnosis? Has anybody heard about hypnosis? If so, you can write, yeah, okay. So Kirsta says, yes, you have heard about hypnosis. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Has anybody had the feeling that hypnosis is maybe scary? If you have had that feeling, maybe you can write the word scary in the comments. Because when I tell people, it's always so fascinating when people ask me, what do you do? And I say, well, I work with hypnosis, because I say that as a little bit of an icebreaker, because it's so funny to see people's reactions. So some people who are very aware, they're like, oh, that's awesome. Like, how do you do that? But some other people who are not aware, they're like, okay, how does that work? Like, you can really see what's going on with them. So it's good that you're saying, okay, so it's a little bit scary. Because many of us, we have seen the stage hypnosis, right? We have seen it maybe in a theater, or we have seen it in a movie. And then people go up on stage and somebody like dingles a watch in front of their eyes, and then they start to sound like a chicken or something. It is not like that when you use it as hypnotherapy. So the stage hypnosis, it is still real. It is just showing the extraordinary power of the subconscious mind. But not everybody could sound like a chicken or walk like a dog. Those people who are coming up on stage, they want that. They are suggestible. They are able to take in suggestions very, very well. So if a hypnotherapist up on stage, like if they're going to pick people, they can see, they can tell by the way their eyes are moving if they're very suggestible or not. And they're only going to bring up people on stage that are super, super suggestible. And these people that are coming up on stage, it's not a shy person. These people are coming up on stage because they are like entertaining people themselves. They like to be up on stage. They like to be in the center. So this is just like when you have seen this on the stages, just to know, like, it actually works. But when we are using it as a therapy form, it's very different. So what it does, I'm going to show you an experiment so that you will see how powerful your subconscious mind is. But we need to understand, like, when we want to manifest a different kind of income or anything for that matter, we need to understand that we have two parts of our mind. We have the conscious mind, which is only 5%. 5% of our manifestation power and our reality is based on what we consciously want. 95% is within your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind has stored everything from this lifetime and also past lives. But we're not going to talk about past lives today because that may be too scary for some people. But everything that you have gone through in this life is stored in your subconscious. And the first 12 years from you're actually a baby inside the womb of your mom, you are starting to be programmed. You're like a sponge. You are sinking, like everything you hear about money, everything you feel about money, it is being stored in your subconscious when you are that little baby. That is how you are trained to learn, like, how do I actually fit in with this tribe? What is acceptable? Because we are tribe people. Since we were like on the Stone Age, we were supposed to live in tribes. If you were not within the tribe, you couldn't really survive. And the subconscious mind doesn't really know the difference. We know that we don't really need a tribe. We would like to have a tribe, but we don't really need a tribe for our survival these days. But our subconscious mind doesn't know that. Our subconscious mind is still programmed to make us safe by helping us to fit into the tribe. And this is why we pick up every single behavior of the people around us, like the caretakers. So if our parents have a weird dynamic or a poor money mentality, we're going to pick up exactly the same. Or if our parents tell us, you can't have that, we are going to pick up, I can't have that. Because our subconscious mind doesn't know that now we are grown-ups. It is still performing the same. It's like with a laptop or a phone, it has certain settings and it's going to operate on those settings all the time, every single day. Our subconscious mind is exactly the same. So I'm going to see what Anna said. Exactly. Yes, there were 3 things. So thank you so much for reminding me. Yeah, the first thing is that we need to identify what is going on. Why are we in the income bracket that we're on right now? And if we have time, I actually thought I will take you through a process so that you can at least have a look at that today, why you are stuck where you're stuck. And then the next thing is that you got to remove those. You got to remove those programs that have been running in your subconscious mind. And the third thing is that you got to reprogram them. You got to replace the old belief, remove it, and then put a new one in. So those are the 3 super important steps whenever we want to change. So if we want to make more money, if we want to double our income, or 68 times double our income, we need to go deep. We need to really identify, we need to remove, and we need to reprogram, we need to replace. So I'm going to show you an example so that you can see. Some of you have done this in private sessions with me already, but I'm going to show you so that you can test this and see for yourself. Because have anybody tested to do affirmations on money, for example? Have you, if anybody have tested to do affirmations, write the word affirmations. And maybe, so when you write affirmations, if you have done affirmations, you can also write, how well did that work out for you? And while you are answering that, I'm going to share my perspective on affirmations. When we start to listen to a lot of law of attraction stuff and The Secret, many of them talk about affirmations. Okay, amazing. Not very well that I'm aware of. Affirmations didn't work. Okay, fantastic. You want to know what is affirmation? Okay, fantastic. So affirmations, super good, like super, super helpful that you're asking all the questions, because sometimes I speak on a level and I'm like, I'm not aware that I'm not speaking to everybody. So I'm super, super appreciate that you're asking questions if I say something you don't know. So affirmations is basically something that a lot of attraction people are talking about. Like, you got to do affirmations every single day. And affirmations is basically something that you tell yourself, like, I am rich, I am happy, or whatever affirmations you're supposed to say based on what it is that you want to like attract into your life. Many people who come to my work, and including myself, they have already tested a lot of affirmations. They have been trying to tell themselves that the Ferrari is mine. I am the owner of this Ferrari. But the thing is, it is not really working, as some of you already said. You didn't get so much results from it. Because if we are trying to tell something to our subconscious mind that is not in alignment with our subconscious mind, what it actually believes, if I'm, for example, if I'm going to use Ulrika as an example. You said affirmations didn't work. So if, for example, Ulrika, if you would say like, I am rich, that's your affirmation, and you have learned like how that I should be saying I am rich. And then your subconscious mind knows that you're not rich. It's going to scream much louder. So with your conscious mind, you're like 5%, I am rich. And with your subconscious mind, you have this force of 95% saying, you're not rich, you are not rich. And then you're all of a sudden, you're manifesting this. Does it make sense? That if the 95% screams, you are not rich, like, no, you are a liar, then you're actually making your reality worse than better. Does that make sense? If it does, please write makes sense so I know that you understand what I mean. Fantastic. It makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Thank you. So I want to show you something that when we are in hypnosis, and I'm going to just show you a simple exercise to show to you how extremely powerful your subconscious mind really is. And I know for one of you who are on this call, you already did this exercise within a hypnosis sessions that you and I had together today. So you already did that earlier today, but for everybody. So let's do it this way. Start by looking up with your eyes as high as you possibly can. So you're going to look up, and it's going to feel like you're looking into your own eyebrows. You're going to take one deep, super deep breath. And breathe out, and you keep your eyes up. And one more time, breathe in. And you're going to feel it's quite uncomfortable, but you keep breathing in and breathing out. And the third time, when you breathe in, you keep your eyes up, but when you breathe out, you close your eyelids all the way down. So it's going to feel like your eyelids are really fluttering, and that's a good sign. That is the first perfect sign that your subconscious mind is actually helping you to go into hypnosis. So now you can really relax in your eyes and just let your eyes fall into a beautiful, amazing, calm state, wherever they want to be. And now, if you have the possibility to do so without really touching your computer, you can put your hands or arms out as if you were holding them on a steering wheel for a bicycle. So you can pull your arms out. That's perfect. I see some of you do that. And now I want you to imagine and just feel how I am placing. So you totally see this. I'm instructing your subconscious mind to see how I am placing now a bucket with cement in your left arm. So this bucket with cement, it is really, really, really heavy. You feel the weight of the bucket in your left arm. While in your right arm, I am placing a balloon full with gas. And this gas balloon want to go up, 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 up. So while the bucket is going down with cement, because it is so heavy, so heavy, so heavy, you can really feel the whole weight in your arm. You also feel at the same time the balloon going up, 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 because the balloon wants to go super high up to the sky. So as the balloon goes higher, 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 the bucket with cement goes lower, 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 lower. And the distance between your left and your right arm is just becoming bigger, 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 and bigger. And now I will count from 1 to 3. And as I reach 3, you can just drop your arms and you can slowly, easy, calmly open up your eyes. So 1, 2, and 3. You can take a deep breath in and you can open up your eyes in your own pace. And I already saw that the arms were moving really, really, really well. So did some of you feel that your arms were moving? So if you did, you can write arms moving in the comments. Amazing. Arms moving. Fantastic. Fantastic. Arms moving. Cool. Awesome. Arms moving. Exactly. Fantastic. Good. Arms moving a little bit. Fantastic. And what we are doing there, what I really wanted to show you was that when we are giving instructions, because what happened now was that I was giving instructions to your subconscious mind. When we give instructions to your subconscious mind that is not conflicting, then your subconscious mind can actually pick them up. So instead of like when we were trying with the affirmations to say like, I'm super rich, and like, no, I'm not super rich. But like when I'm saying, just imagine that you have a bucket in your one arm and a balloon in the other. It's very easy for your subconscious mind to pick that up because it's not a big deal. And your subconscious mind can make a physical result. You knew, like for all of you who said that your arms were moving, you knew, even with your conscious mind and your subconscious, you knew that there were no balloon there were no bucket there, but still, they were able to have a physical result. You could have a physical result in your physical reality based on an instruction that I gave to your subconscious mind. I programmed your subconscious mind, in this case, to move your arms, and you could do that. So that's really super powerful to understand that your subconscious mind, it is creating your physical result, both in your body and in your external reality. So now I wanted to ask you, when we have now a little bit more understanding of the subconscious, what are the thoughts coming up to you regarding doubling or maybe tripling your income? What is everything that is coming up for you? You can write it in the comments. Maybe there are things coming up, like I'm going to give some example. Okay, so excited. What else is coming up? Does it feel easy? Does it feel hard? Does it feel like hard work? Because I want to understand what are the beliefs that are coming up. Because if it was only exciting, then you would already have done it. Then you would already have. It feels hard. Okay. Feels easy. Fantastic. Feels a little bit hard. And who makes more money, men or women? Okay, cool. So this was just a trick question because I just wanted to see what was coming out from your own subconscious. So obviously there is no like rule that my subconscious mind thought before that men had to make more than me. Feels hard, but it would give freedom. Anna says that women make more money. How do I do that? It's hard. Men feels a little bit hard. Okay. Amazing. So whenever we have different beliefs in our subconscious mind, they are going to create our reality. So if we believe that men are the providers, men make more money than us. So for me, for example, I had a belief that men provide the luxury life. So if I want a luxury life, if I want to have luxury handbags, if I want to have a nice car, if I want to have a nice boat, a man has to provide that for me. That was imprinted in my subconscious mind. Nobody ever told me that, but it was imprinted in my subconscious mind. So I saw that the whole time in my own reality that I was staying stuck in my income bracket because my subconscious mind believed men they need to be your provider. You can't do that yourself. So our subconscious mind, who can relate to the feeling that you feel a bit stuck right now? If so, you can write the word stuck. Stuck, very stuck, stuck. And the thing is, I was going to say but of course there are, it could be circumstances also that are holding you stuck, like if you were in prison or something like that. But otherwise, it is your subconscious mind holding you stuck. It is the whole belief system that you have right now that is holding you stuck in the reality that you're in and in the income bracket that you're in. Does that make sense? Do we understand so far? Like, the subconscious mind is responsible for the money that you're making right now. Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, cool. And can anybody repeat what were the 3 steps? Because I really want to make sure that you have fully understand. What are the 3 steps? Some of you were not here, so I will repeat them as well. But do anybody want to write down what were the 3 steps to change something? If you want to double your income, what were the 3 steps that you needed to take with your subconscious mind? Okay, so I'm not sure if, okay, so if you're writing it, keep writing it, because I can't see if anybody's writing anything. I just see it afterwards. Exactly, Kirsi, that's very correct. So the first, yeah, fantastic. Identify, so that's what Kirsi said as well with the why, perfect. Remove and then reprogram. Exactly. Good students, amazing. So who would like to take the first step today? If you would like to take the first step, you can write take the first step. I love that. Fantastic. So let's do it. So if you're driving a car, obviously don't do this, but if you are in a safe place where you can close your eyes, I will ask you to close your eyes very soon. So you will do exactly what we did before. You will start by looking up with your eyes as high as you possibly can. So it's going to feel quite uncomfortable. And breathe in and breathe out. Keep your eyes up. Breathe in one more time, breathe out. And then one last time, breathe in. And this time as you exhale, you're going to keep your eyes up but close your eyelids all the way down. That's perfect. That fluttering sensation that you may feel in your eyes is the first perfect sign that hypnosis is coming upon you. And now you can relax in your eyes, allowing your eyes to just fall into a place where they feel the most comfortable. You can drop your chin down a fraction so you get that feeling like you would if you were looking down a balcony or a flight of stairs. Allowing your chin to feel heavy, droopy, and drowsy. And I want you now to imagine 10 steps. I want you to see yourself standing on the staircase. There are 10 steps. You are standing on step 10, looking down to step 1, and you can see the staircase very clearly in your own subconscious mind. I'm going to count from 10 back to 1, and as I do so, you go deeper and deeper into hypnosis. And hypnosis is just a beautiful, amazing, relaxed state of the mind where you have access to your whole subconscious mind. Because in your subconscious mind, you have everything. You have everything recorded that have ever happened in your own life. Everything is recording there. It is all stored. It is like a big, massive computer. It's like a library. You have access to everything. It's just like Google. You know how easy it is with Google to ask a question in Google. Just like that comes up with an answer. Your subconscious mind is exactly the same. So as I'm guiding you down this staircase right now from step 10 to step 1, you will go deeper and deeper into this beautiful, amazing, relaxed state of your own mind where you have access to your whole subconscious mind and all your money beliefs. So right now you're going from step 10 to step 9 and you go deeper. You go deeper into that beautiful, amazing, hypnotic state of your mind, taking step 8 and you go deeper. Going deeper, 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 deeper. Taking step 7 and you go even deeper. Traveling down, drifting down to an even deeper level. Taking step 6 and you go deeper. Feeling your whole body as you go deeper, 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 deeper. Taking step 5 and you go even deeper. You are halfway down the staircase right now. Taking step 4. Every muscle, every nerve in your whole body is becoming heavy, droopy, and drowsy. As you now take step 3 and you go even deeper. Taking step 2 and step 1 and you go even deeper. Deeper into this awesome, beautiful, relaxed state of your own mind where you have access to absolutely everything. Everything that has ever happened in your own life, it is all stored in your subconscious mind and you have access to it right now. Right now. Your subconscious mind knew when you were a kid, you knew you came here to the planet. You knew that you were supposed to make a lot of money and you knew that you were supposed to have freedom. You knew that you were supposed to travel the world and be free and have a lot of fun. You knew that money would do good things. But somewhere along the way, something kicked in. You picked up a belief, you heard something, you saw something that made your subconscious mind stop you to keep you in a safe money bracket. It is stopping you right now from making the money that you want to make. It is stopping you from having that freedom that you want to have. So I'm going to count you back to a recent, vivid, vital, crucial memory that has everything to do with why you are stuck in the income bracket that you are in, why you are stuck, why you can't make the money that you want to have, and you're easily, effortlessly going to go back to a time, a place, an event, to a vivid, vital, crucial memory that has everything to do with you being stuck in the income bracket, why you can't make more money even though you're working so hard. So as I count from 5, you're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. 4 and 3, you're going down, 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 back in time. 2 and 1. And as I click my fingers, the memory that springs to your mind, is it daytime or nighttime? You're asking for yourself. You're answering the questions in your own mind. You can see it very clearly if it is daytime or nighttime. You can also see if you are inside or outside. You can see how old you are about. And you can also see if there are any people around you. Are you alone or are you seeing other people? And if you are seeing other people, who are there with you? What are the most important thing? It is what you are feeling. You feel all these feelings coming up through you right now, right now. That little girl, what is she feeling? What are you feeling as that little girl? All these different emotions, you feel them exactly right now. It is becoming very clear to you based on exactly the story, because you understand in this moment, you understand what this memory is. And you understand how this memory has been impacting you. You see that clearly right now. You see it clearly exactly how this memory has impacted your ability to keep you safe, to keep you stuck. Because your subconscious mind believed the whole time, your whole life, that you are more safe if you are stuck. So I'm going to take you back to another memory, to another vivid, vital, crucial memory that has everything to do with you being more safe when you are stuck. So as I count from 5, you're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. 4 and 3 years, months, days are peeling away from your own body. And 2 and 1. And as I click my fingers, the scene that springs to your mind has everything to do with it's more safe to be stuck. Is it daytime or nighttime? Are you inside or outside? Are you alone or with other people? Who is there with you, if anybody? How old are you? What are you feeling? You can clearly see how this memory has formed your whole reality as a grown-up woman. You see very clearly, you understand. It's like you can lay the puzzle pieces together because you understand that, oh, if I have this belief, if I have this feeling in my own subconscious mind that it is more safe for me to be stuck than free, of course I'm going to make sure that I am stuck even though I want to be free. So everything makes sense to you exactly right now. You can see everything very clearly in front of you. We're going to go to one more important memory. That's everything to do with why you're not making the money that you want to make. Your subconscious mind knows exactly what it is that I'm talking about, why you're not making the freedom money that you want to make. So as I count from 5, you're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. 4 and 3 years, months, days are peeling away from your own body, and 2 and 1, and as I click my fingers, the scene that springs to your mind, is it daytime or nighttime? Are you inside or outside? Are you alone or with other people? What is going on? What are you feeling? You can right now zoom out from all these 3 different memories. It's like you're zooming out from a photo of your own camera or your own phone. You're zooming out with your fingers. And you can clearly see how these different memories imprint the different beliefs in your own subconscious mind, so that you now have a full understanding of why you have been stuck. Because that is the first step in the whole transformation process. In the manifestation process, the first step is to understand why you are stuck in the first place. Because once you understand why you are stuck, then you have the power to move on. Then you have the power to do something about that situation. Because now, exactly right now, you have understood that it's not the outside forces that have kept you stuck. It is your subconscious mind. And the beautiful thing about this is that you realize exactly right now how much power you have. You have so much tremendous power in making a change in your own life, seeing yourself doubling your income with ease, with joy, with fun, and doing it in your own way. It is all possible by following the 3 steps that I told you earlier about. So you take a deep breath in, still with your eyes closed, and I'm going to count you from 1 to 5. And as I count from 1 to 5, at 5, you will easily, effortlessly open up your eyes, and you will have so much clarity about the first step of why your subconscious mind have kept you stuck, because it believed that you were safe. So 1 and 2, you can slowly, easily start to move your fingers and your toes. 3 and 4, you take a deep breath in. 5, you open up your eyes, fill up your lungs with the most beautiful, amazing, wonderful energy and understanding with clarity. And you take a deep breath in. How was that for you? You can write that in the comments. How was that experience for you? And as you're writing that, I'm going to share with you that understanding is the first, very relaxed. Understanding is the first part of the whole process. Understanding is power, because once you understand that actually you are the powerful source and force in your own life, your subconscious mind has all the power. Fantastic. Eye-opener. Amazing. Revealing. You understand now. Fantastic. Fantastic. Very relaxed. Amazing. So if you would like help, so some of you are already on my program called Unleash Your Inner Freedom. And in that program, you have access to different money hypnosis where we are removing and we are reprogramming. So you already have access to that within the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program. And for those of you, so Sophia, you said that you got memories from the future. Amazing. Amazing. So I would love to hear more about that when we talk next time. So for those of you who are not on the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program yet, the doors to the program right now are closed because I'm working with this group of women that are on the program right now. But if you're watching this replay later on, I will put this on a page, and if it says on a button below, if it says apply for a consultation call, that means that the doors are open at that time. So then you can apply for the call with me, and then we can see and tune into, is Unleash Your Inner Freedom a good fit for you? How could that help you on your journey to become free? To not only double your income, but to actually set yourself free and start to live the life that you know that you're meant to live. And if you are watching this in the Facebook group or somewhere else, and you want me to notify you when the doors are being opened again, because at some point the doors will open to the program. This program is so transformational now, so I know that we need to open it to more amazing women. So if you want to be notified, you can down below, like if I'm posting this in the Facebook group, then you can just put the symbol of a door, and then I know that I will notify you. You will have like the first queue. You will have the first place in the queue if you have put the doors, the symbol of a door in the comments. So there are two different options. So you can either watch this on the page and then you can apply for a call if the button is there, or if you're watching this in the Facebook group, you can put the symbol of a door, and then I will know that will notify you when the doors are being open. Kirsi, can I go back to the hypnosis? Yes, absolutely. So I will let you know if I either post this replay in the Facebook group, Escape the Rat Race, or if I post it on a like separate page. I'm not really sure how I will do it, but I will notify you. So you will definitely get a chance to watch it again. Amazing. Any other questions that I can answer for you now before we leave? I have a call that starts in 7 minutes for the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program clients that I'm so excited for. So I will prepare for that. But if there are questions coming up, feel free. You can always send me a message. And if you want to know how the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program could work for you in order to actually set yourself free and really dive deeper into this, because now we have taken the first step, which is amazing, to get an understanding of what is actually going on. And if you want to learn, like, how can I take the other two steps and remove and reprogram and really replace the old beliefs with new amazing beliefs that are healthy and that are abundant, if you want that, let me know and we can discuss that. And that will put you first in the queue. So I know that when the doors are opening up to the program again. Amazing. So Kirsten says you feel a little bit dizzy. That's totally normal. So some people are super, super suggestible. And I did a hypnosis with one of my clients yesterday, and she had such a magical transformation at that time. So she said, I texted her today and I was like, how are you feeling today? And she was like, I'm still so tired. And I'm going to tell her, I didn't have the time to reply to her yet, but I'm going to tell her, like, that is totally normal. Because when we are working with our subconscious mind, and also when we are working with the soul, that we are doing much more within the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program, because we are really basically channeling your soul to understand what your soul is on planet Earth to do. When we are doing that work, it is deep. It is deep and it is fast and it's transformational. So we are shifting so much. So feeling the dissonance is totally normal. So just know that. So with that said, I'm sending you all so much love. And I really hope that you got some good value from this training today. And I will be seeing you next Wednesday with another topic that I will let you know what it is later on, when I know it myself. I'm sending you so much love, everybody. And for those of you who are my clients, I see you at 4 o'clock. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.